Metro Manila. Good day, Caloocan. Welcome to Caloocan MAPEH. This is Sir Raj and I will be presenting to you a topic for Grade 8 Health. So before we start, let us have a brain teaser. Okay? So all you have to do is jumble the letters, rearrange or reshuffle the letters, and create a new word. Okay? I will flash on the screen different combinations of letters para mas madali nyo siyang sagutan. Okay. So if you know the answer, just write it on a piece of paper and then flash it onto your camera. Pakita nyo lang yung sagot nyo dun sa cam. And then say mine. No? Parang online, no? Parang online selling. Okay, so here's the first set of jumbled letters. Yon! Okay, so I do hope na may makasagot, pero medyo mahirap ito. Ang daming letters. Okay? After siguro ilang seconds, I'm gonna flash another set of jumbled letters. Okay? Na para mas madaling masagutan. Kung ano man yung ating mystery word or mystery words. Oh. Okay, so here's the next set of letters. And merong 2 words dito. Okay, alam nyo na ba? Nahulaan nyo na ba? Were you able to guess the right answer? Hindi pa rin. Okay, so let's try another combination. Meron pa. Oh, eto, mas madali na siguro to, no? Okay, so if you know the answer to this mystery words, you have to write it on a piece of paper, isulat sa papel, and ipakita dun sa camera ninyo. Okay? Oh, may takers na ba? Meron na magmamine? Mine? Oh, wala pa rin. Okay, oh, meron na. Oh, nagtataas sila ng answers nila. Now, the correct answer here is ta-da-dan, teenage concerns. And I guess ang dami nakakuha ng tamang sagot, no? Very good. Let's give everybody a warm round of applause. So the topic for today, for grade 8 MAPEH, is teenage concerns. Okay? And as you all know, health is wealth. No? Teenage concerns is our topic for health, and this is related to the most important aspect of today's situation, that we have to be very healthy. Okay? Sabi nga nila, health is wealth, and to protect ourselves from this pandemic that we are experiencing, we must always remember to wash our hands with soap and water for 20 seconds. Ugaliing maghugas ng kamay. Okay? Ano pa ang dapat gawin? Yes, eat plenty of vegetables and fruits, mga gulay at prutas. Always stay at home kung wala namang mahalagang gagawin. Pero kung hindi talaga pwedeng magstay at home, pwedeng lumabas siguro, wag lang magpahuli. Okay? If it is unavoidable that you have to go out, please wear a mask and avoid touching things. Iwasan humawak sa kung saan-saan, and iwasan din na hawakan yung face niyo or any part of your body for that matter. So, kailangan pagpasok sa bahay, hugas ulit ng kamay. Again, our topic is teenage concerns. This is for MAPEH 8, and welcome to Caloocan MAPEH. So, my name is Sir Raj, and first, before we go to the topic, let us first describe or define. Okay? Alamin natin kung ano ba ibig sabihin ng teenage concerns. Of course, teenage concerns, mayroon 2 words, teenage and concerns. Ano ba yung teenage? Ang teenage or a teenager is a stage of growth and development. A part of growth and development that the youth is experiencing. Gaya ninyo. So kayo, you are considered as teenagers. Okay. And then, concerns may be related to issues or something that keeps you thinking, or a situation that may affect a way or that might affect you in a way or another. So combining these definitions for teenage concerns, we have, simple lang naman yun, teenage concerns are concerns and issues faced by teenagers between 13 to 19 years of age. O 13 to 19 lang ha, pero pag medyo lagpas na dyan, ang pag-iisip ay teenager pa rin, ay iba na yun. No? Iba na yun. Okay, so another definition of teenage concerns, as flashes on your screen, teenage concerns, okay, many teens like you may feel misunderstood. Minsan, hindi makarelate yung mga medyo may edad na sa inyo, yung medyo hindi nyo age level. Ganun. Hindi nyo hindi kabilang sa age level ninyo, no? So, somebody who is older than you may sometimes misunderstood you, hindi ka maintindihan. Ano ba kasi ginagawa mo sa buhay mo? Okay, so it is vital that your feelings and thoughts are validated or confirmed. Ano nga ba ang iniisip mo? How do you feel right now? Ano ba ang gusto mong gawin sa buhay mo? Ano ba ang mundong ginagalawan mo? And these concerns or these feelings must be addressed appropriately. Okay? So, kung meron mga ganung bagay-bagay, minsan, hindi kayo maintindihan kasi ayaw nyo maintindihan kayo. Or, there's a gap between, pwede siguro, communication. Okay? So, for now, let us ask a couple of students regarding the different concerns that affect teens, and please do listen carefully.
The three health issues for me for affecting teenagers are depression that may lead to suicidal, addiction mostly in cigarettes, drugs, and of course gadgets for today's generation, and lastly obesity for eating too much of teenagers that it's inappropriate and not healthy.
In my opinion, the health issues affecting teenagers today are teenage pregnancy, depression, and the use of alcohol and smoking.
Well, thank you very much, Prince and Gwyneth, for your participation. Now, let us proceed to the topic for today. The next question is, why do teenagers feel misunderstood? Bakit nga ba kayo minsan mahirap intindihin? No? I really don't know why. But of course, syempre, to get to the bottom of this, we have to do a little bit of research. Now, according to our slides here, you are trying to figure out who you are and how you fit in the world. Sino ka nga ba? Ano nga ba ang papel mo or role mo dito sa mundong ibabaw? So, dun tayo sa part na yan that you are trying to understand those things, no? Another thing is that you are no longer a child, hindi ka na bata, at the same time, you are also not yet an adult. So, mahirap kumilos in between, no? Okay? Another is that you need patience. Okay? Or sometimes, you need to have a deeper understanding of the things that are happening around you. So, medyo hinay-hinay lang. Let's pause for a while and try to understand that. Tingnan natin sa different perspectives. Okay? So, on the next slide, we have here the common teenage problems that we have not only in the Philippines but all over the country. So, number one, or all over the world rather. Number one, we have low self-esteem and stress. Okay, so maraming teenagers ngayon, medyo stress sila, not only because of the situation, pero bago pa yung situation na yan, stress sila maybe because of ang dami nilang iniisip. I don't know if that's true, but sa dami na iniisip ninyo, relevant kaya yon? Is it really that important? And ang part na low self-esteem, mahina, yung ating paniniwala sa ating sarili. So, dun, it's one of the common teenage problems. Another one is cyber addiction. Okay, no need to expound on this. Alam naman natin yon, na may iba dyan, cellphone, may ML, yun. Dami ginagawa sa cellphone, di na makapag-aral na mabuti dahil sa cellphone, dahil sa internet, yan. Okay, number 3, we have bullying. Okay, so some of us were bullied before, some of you rather, have been bullied before, some of you were bullies. Okay? Umiikot na yung mundo. Number 4, drinking and cigarette smoking. Ito, medyo bad ito for our health, ha? Number 5 is depression. Pag minsan din natin kaya na ang mga pangyayari sa ating buhay, we succumb to depression. Okay, number 6, obesity. Number 7, defiant behaviors. Ayaw na sumunod sa mga utos. Medyo, rebellious na in nature. Number 8, peer pressure and competition. Number 9, teen sex or premarital sex. And number 10, teenage pregnancy. Now, before mag-end yung slides mamaya, before do sa may part ng references, may mga definitions ako nilagay for all of those or for all of these teenage concerns. So, or teenage problems. So, pwedeng tingnan nyo doon and browse lang, basahin lang, no? But we will focus on our topic for today. So, partly, one of the factors, no, kung bakit or why do we have these problems, okay, is because of the situations that are going on around us. Now, how can these teenage problems, or how can you relate all these teenage problems to health? Diba? Pag may problem ka, minsan, masyado kang nag-iisip. Pwedeng gano'n, no? Okay? But, I guess, may mga idea tayo dito. So, we can ask some of you, ano kaya? Pwede naman kayo mag-type, no? Yung, nandyan, you can type your answers. May chat box naman tayo dyan. How can you relate all these teenage problems to health? Kung may problema ka ba, are you healthy? Diba? May mga question na ganun eh. So, all of these are interrelated, no? Our problems, minsan kahit sobrang saya tayo, it can also be a concern, no? All of these are related to our own health. Okay, so let us proceed doon sa pinaka-topic natin, which is top youth concerns in the Philippines. According to UNICEF, no? According to UNICEF. So, number 1 is teenage pregnancy. Dami niya. Number 2, sexual abuse. And number 3, bullying. Okay, but the core of our topic will be focused on gender and sexuality. So, based on our research, no? Teenage concerns related to gender and sexuality are the following. Meron ding tatlo. Number 1 is premarital sex. Number 2, abortion. And number 3, teenage pregnancy. Inuna ko lang ito abortion kasi medyo mahaba yung explanation with regards to teenage pregnancy. But all of these things are interrelated. So let's try to define each of them. Number 1 is premarital sex. Ano nga ba ang premarital sex? Ay, nako, problema yan. Iba kasi sa atin, no? Medyo advanced mag-isip. Now, premarital sex is having sexual intercourse before marriage. Or adolescents may experience and explore sexual feelings or interest in sexuality or to a person of the opposite sex. Na yan. Ay, nako, ang dami pa pwedeng gawin sa bahay. Matuto muna tumulong sa bahay bago gumawa ng mga bagay na ganyan. Ito may mga grounds tayo dito wherein we have to understand that may mga bagay-bagay na hindi dapat ginagawa sa ganitong edad. Okay? So, you have to understand na may tamang panahon para sa atin na gumawa or gawin yung bagay na yun. But of course, premarital sex is a no-no. Ito yung minsan sinasabi natin sex before marriage. Diba? Hindi naman pwede yung ganun. In the years before, sa mga kalululuhan natin, yun, bawal yung mga ganyan. Kasal muna. Okay? So, sa part naman ninyo, for the youth, no, our responsibility ngayon, based on Batas Pambansa, number 232, alam nyo ba yun? Yun yung isa sa mga law na ipinasa noong I forgot the year, no? But it is Batas Pambansa number 232 and isa sa ating mga responsibility as a student. Kayo, isa sa inyong responsibility as a student, based on that law is to study. Mag-aral ng mabuti para maging contributory kayo, maging positive contributors kayo sa ating economy, sa ating bayan, sa ating bansa, sa hinaharap. Okay. Next is abortion. Siyempre, pag may nabuo doon sa premarital sex, minsan, no, hindi tayo handa. Then, we go to the deliberate termination of human pregnancy or ito nga tinatawag nating abortion, a removal of an embryo or fetus from the uterus in order to end a pregnancy. At ito ay isang malaking kasalanan. Okay? Kasi sabi nga, di ba? Life does not start at birth. Life starts at conception. So, gano'n, no? Kailangan natin maintindihan na may mga bagay-bagay, no, na hindi dapat talaga ginagawa. Kaya, nagkakaroon ng abortion, it's because we are not ready to face our responsibilities, no, as a young parent. Okay, so number 3, let's go to the core of the topic, which is teenage pregnancy. Number 3, teenage pregnancy is defined as teenagers becoming pregnant. Siyempre, mga bata pa, yan, mukha pang bebe, tapos yan, buntit na pala. Yun, teenage pregnancy refers to those female adolescents that becomes pregnant. Okay? So, sometimes nagiging cycle ito, no? For people who were pregnant at the early age, diba? Someday, yung mga anak nila, ganun din yung mangyayari sa buhay nila. Okay? So, minsan nagiging cycle. Pero minsan lang naman yun. Okay? So, as a teenager, kaya nga sabi natin, mag-aral muna tayo. No? Aral muna bago? Wala ko sinasabi. Kayo yan. Okay. So, based on statistics, according to the Population Commission, some 196,000, ang dami pala, Filipinos between 15 to 19 years of age get pregnant each year. Naku, masyadong active si Bebe. Actually, hindi na ito kasalanan ng mga girls, mga boys, yun din. Okay, so, ang dami pala, no? Ang dami pala nagiging pregnant at a very early age na minsan ay nakadagdag pa sa hirap ng buhay natin. Isipin nyo na lang, kung hirap na kayo ngayon, paano pa kaya, di ba? Kung may mangyari sa inyo at mabuntit nga kayo or whatever happens, di mas lalo kayo may hirapan, no? Hirap ka na nga mag-aral trabaho pa kaya. Okay, so, proceed tayo. Okay, teenage pregnancy causes. Ano ba ang mga kadahilanan or mga cause kung bakit nagkakaroon ng teenage pregnancy? Hindi na ito dahil sa may something, no? May pahangate or what, no? Alamin natin. Number 1 is lack of information about sexual and reproductive health and rights. Okay, so ano ba itong mga reproductive health and rights? So most of these things, no, hindi natin alam. Siyempre nga, since we're very young, no, ating alam lang ay maglaro muna, may pag-socialize, may pag-friends, no, may mga bagay-bagay na wala pa doon sa level ng understanding natin. Pero minsan, napupunta tayo doon because of peer pressure, siguro, may mga pangyayari na hindi natin maiwasan, okay? But of course, balik tayo doon sa Batas Pabansa number 232, na our responsibility as of now as students is to study. Tulungan natin yung mga magulang natin na mag-aral or tulungan natin yung mga magulang natin sa paraan kung saan tayo ay mag-aaral na mabuti sa ating paaralan or pwede sa bahay para naman kahit papaano ay madagdagan yung kaalaman natin at the same time makatulong tayo sa ekonomiya o para to lahat sa ekonomiya. Okay. Another cause is inadequate access to services tailored to young people. Minsan may mga services na we are not, hindi tayo nabibigyan ng pagkakataon na mabigyan itong mga service na to na para dapat sa atin or sa young people. Siguro, guidance services, gano'n. Minsan kasi hindi naman tayo nakikipag-usap nga sa bahay. No? So, isa to sa mga causes of teenage pregnancies. Yung mga services na dapat meron tayo. Another is family, community, and peer pressure. Minsan problema sa bahay, dahil siguro sa community, sa nakikita natin sa paligid, and of course, pwedeng peer pressure. Ayun na, peer pressure na, matan ng party. Ewan ko, ano nangyari doon. Next is exposure to sexual violence. Pwede rin exposure to media or mass media. And dahil sa napapanood natin na maraming sexual violence, minsan, kahit pa paano, may mga tendency na na-absorb natin yun, no? Na hindi maganda, pero parang okay lang no? Which is very wrong. Another is wrong decision and selection of friends. Yun, ito mas mahalaga to. Hindi natin alam kung sino ba talaga yan. Tingin ka sa kanan. Okay, kaya alam mo ba yan? Kasama ka pala sa bahay. Wala pala tayo sa classroom. No? Okay, pag nasa classroom tayo, ganyan ginagawa natin No, look to your right. Do you know that person very well? Look to your left. Sino ba yan? Minsan kasi superficial ang pagkakakilala natin sa tao. Hindi natin alam yung kanilang mga intensyon sa ibang tao or sa atin. Okay, so we have to be very choosy with regards to selecting our friends. Okay, and of course, last is rebellious behavior. Ayun, nag-away sa bahay, pinagalitan, naglayas, saan napunta? Diba? Oh, those are some causes of teenage pregnancies. So, moving on, let's see, ano pa meron dito? Okay, so the consequences, ano na yung pwedeng mangyari if you get pregnant at an early age? No, ano kaya sasabihin natin iba? Okay, so medyo well, gray area yung part na yun, no? But kapag nandun ka na sa part na yun that you are pregnant, no, most of the time teenagers experience preeclampsia or complications sa pagbubuntis. Nihirapan sila because the body of that person is not ready for that situation, for that scenario in his life or in her life. No? So yung mga boys dapat makinig din kasi hindi lang naman ito ginagawa ng mga girls. Hindi naman pwedeng mangyari sa kanya yan ng walang interaction with di ba? With the opposite sex. So, makinig din kayo. Kasi, this goes both ways. No? It should be a responsibility of those two persons doing the act. Okay? Another consequence is anemia or lack of healthy red blood cells both dun sa pregnant parent and pwede may pasa din ito doon sa kanyang baby. And of course, contracting, pwede kayo magkaroon ng sexually transmitted diseases or sexually transmitted infection. Pwede kayong magkasakit. Okay, so next we have another consequence is premature delivery. Yung hindi pa umabot ng 9 months, no, kailangan mo na ilabas si baby. So premature delivery yon. And of course, when that happens, the baby won't become as healthy as he is or as she is kapag lumabas siya, tama yung length or tama yung span of time na dapat ay naalagaan siya dun sa siya ni mami. Okay? Most of the time, babies delivered by teenage parents become, they have low birth weight. Okay? So, medyo magaan sila as compared to those babies that were delivered by parents at the age of 20s pataas. Okay, another is health concern. Of course, if you are pregnant, as a pregnant mother, may mga health concerns that we have to consider. Minsan stress ka, hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin, hindi mo alam kung paano mag-react, hindi mo alam kung ano bang gagawin ko dito. So, dahil yun since ikaw ay unprepared. Okay? So, regardless kung mayroong support din sa parents or sa family, the point is, hindi ka pa dapat nandyan sa situation na yan. So, you are basically unprepared for that scenario. Okay? And teenage pregnancy also adds to population increase. Kapag marami ang nanganganak, dumarami ang tao sa ating bayan at hindi lahat ng yan ay nabibigyan ng tamang serbisyo ng ating pamahalaan. So, sobrang dami. No? So, those are the consequences of teenage pregnancy. Now, how can we help these teenagers? Paano naman kami makakatulong as your teachers? Paano naman makakatulong yung mga tao sa paligid ninyo? Yung mga friends ninyo, family ninyo, di ba? Okay? Unang-una, syempre, balikan natin yung dahilan kung bakit, no? Doon dapat tayo mag-umpisa. Okay? So, maraming paraan para tumulong, di ba? Maraming paraan. Pero sana, wag nyo gawin yung mga bagay na to. It's because, sa kadahilan ng hindi pa kayo handa. No? Ang dapat yung una ngayon ay mag-aral na mabuti para maabot nyo yung mga pangarap nyo sa buhay. Okay? So, how can we help? Marami namang paraan eh. So, meron tayo ditong game plan. Yes, game plan. Ano yung game plan na to yun? Ito yung prevention and possible solutions for teenage pregnancy. Okay, so let's start with number 1. Okay, attend your class and listen to your teachers. Graduate on time. Yun, kahit online class tayo, kailangan nyo pa rin makinig. no? Kung wala namang internet, yes, wala namang internet connection, wala namang cellphone, walang problema doon. May module naman na ibibigay, no? So, basahin nyo yun. Medyo, you have to be independent na aralin yung mga bagay-bagay na yun, magbasa, mag-aral, okay? Tapos, graduate on time. Para naman mas mabilis natin maabot yung mga pangarap natin. Okay? Another is, talk to your family members. Sa bahay kasi minsan, pag hindi nag-uusap, hindi nagkikita-kita, di ba? May ganun nga, may commercial na kapag hindi daw kumakain ng sama-sama ng isang pamilya, there's a possibility na some of these children magkakaroon ng problema kasi doon sila nakikipag-usap sa ibang tao, no? Or sa mga friends nila, doon sila naglalagi, doon kayo nagsistay most of the time, di ba? So, value the time with your family. Kagaya ngayon, medyo iwas-iwas tayo sa paglabas. Make sure that we spend time, okay? Ample time with our family members. Makipag-bonding tayo. Yun, ang tawag ito sa time na to. Magkaroon tayo ng isang bonding with our family members. Usap din naman tayo from time to time, no? Kasi isang bahay na naman tayo, eh. Tulungan din tayo. Okay, so talk to your family members. And of course, kung may nakita tayong mga negative values sa labas ng community natin, huwag na natin pansinin yun. Absorb natin yung mga positive values from our community, yung mga nakikita natin sa TV, yung mga nagtutulungan, di ba? Sa panahon ngayon, higit sa anuman, kailangan natin magtulungan. So, pero ikaw, syempre, kailangan mo tulungan ang sarili mo. So, ito yung mga possible solutions natin to avoid teenage pregnancy. Kasi minsan, pag may mga problema, mga ganyan, nagiging parang outlet yung mga friends. Okay? Pero ngayon, since bawal lumabas, sa bahay lang tayo, and whatever values that we get from our community, negative, positive, hayaan mo na yung negative, absorb nyo yung positive values. Yun yung dapat na isabuhay natin. Okay. So, of course, we have to go to church. Kung pwede, kung di naman, every Sunday, we can also read the Bible or your Quran, whatever. Pray, meditate, since may mga limitations sa going out in public or yung mga gatherings sa church, pwede naman tayo mag-pray, mag-meditate as a family, together. Okay. And you have to set realistic goals for your future. Sa ngayon ba, ano ba yung naiisip mo? Ano ba ang gusto mong ma-achieve? Kuwari, pag-graduate mo ng college. Or sa ngayon, siguro isipin natin, ano ba ang course na bagay sa akin? Kaya ko ba yan? Tapos, kuwari, nag-aaral ka, nagtatrabaho ka na, you're working, you can provide for your own. Ano ba ang gusto mong mangyari sa future mo? You set realistic goals for your future. Hindi pwedeng, after 10 years, dapat meron akong bahay at lupa at kotse. Realistic ba yun? No, you have to answer those questions din eh. So, una muna syempre, mag-aral, graduate, pwede maghanap ng trabaho, or pwede maging entrepreneur or businessman. You have to set your own goals for your future. Sabi nga natin, we are made by our goals. Tayo daw. Okay? Leaders are not born. They are made. So, kung ano man yung magiging tayo in the future, ang pinakamalaking contributory factor nun ay tayo rin. Kung sino ka man, or kung ano man ang mangyayari sa'yo, or magiging sino ka man in the future, ang pinakamalaking contributor nun, ang pinakamalaking dapat pasalamatan nun ay ang sarili mo. Kasi nag-set ka ng goals mo. No? Ayusin natin ang buhay natin. Huwag tayo maging pahirap sa ibang tao sa paligid natin. Okay? Yun. So, for our activity, ito na. I do hope na meron kayo natutunan sa ating mga lesson for today, no? Pwede naman natin balikan, no? Pwede natin i-browse back, no? So, for our activity for today, I want all of you to write a 10-sentence reflective journal on an A4 size clean bond paper. Okay? Or, depende kay teacher, you can also, pwede ka rin magsulat ng journal doon sa notebook, siguro. Okay. So, ito yung mga guide questions dun sa journal, no? One is, how can teenage pregnancy or being a parent at an early age affect your life? Both positive and negative aspect. Okay, so how can teenage pregnancy? Ako ha, baka isipin naman ng mga boys, dapat girls lang gagawa niya. Hindi naman pwedeng ganoon. So, kung wari kayo din, hindi naman kayo yung naging pregnant, but it so happens that you are the one responsible, no, for the teenage pregnancy of your friend. Mga ganon, di ba? Being a parent at an early age. Yun. So, kailangan nyo rin magsulat and mag-share ng inyong part, no? How can teenage pregnancy, if ikaw yung parent, mother ka man or father ka man, okay, how can teenage pregnancy or being a parent at an early age affect your life? So you write this question first para pwede yung sagutan later on. And another question is, what can be done to address this concern? So probably those sa mga pinarsan ko kanina, mayroon pa mga ibang possible solution or possible prevention measures na hindi ko nasabi or hindi ko na i-share. You can also address these concerns, no, in your own ways. Kung may naisip pa kayo iba pang mga prevention methods, okay? Or mga bagay-bagay na pwedeng gawin para maiwasan yung mga ganito. Okay, so this will be our activity. Or if we don't have time, pwedeng gawin itong assignment and you have to pass this next week or next meeting. Okay, so depende na yan kay sir. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you very much. I do hope that you learned something from our lesson for today about teenage pregnancy. Now, I would like to thank also the people behind this. Yung researcher natin, Ms. Gwyneth Raniaga, and one of our respondents also, Ms. Gwyneth, and also Prince Adjuralbal. So this is Raymil Raj F. Nolada, or you can call me Sir Raj. Thank you very much for listening to our topic, which is teenage concerns, specifically focusing on teenage pregnancy. This is Kaloocan MAPEH. Once again, thank you. Thank you, and God bless.
You know I'm gonna get...
DJ Jonel Sagayno Remix.
You know I'm gonna get you, yeah. Whatever it takes to get there. You know I won't drop you like everybody else does. Forget about your friends, they don't care where we go. They think you will get lost in a crowd of people. I've been looking for you forever, baby. We go together, baby. We go. We could do this all night.
DJ Jonel Sagayno Remix.